Have you ever wondered if the way you perceive things could be completely transformed? Welcome to the world of mindset, a powerful concept that shapes our thoughts, beliefs, and ultimately, our actions. It's a mental lens through which we view the world around us, and it's the driving force behind how we interpret our experiences. Our mindset is like the invisible architect of our lives, quietly influencing our decisions, shaping our aspirations, and determining the trajectory of our journey. It's the silent screenplay writer, scripting the narrative of our lives from behind the scenes. But what exactly is a mindset? It's a set of beliefs or a way of thinking that determines one's behavior, outlook, and mental attitude. It's the perspective from which we approach life, and it can be as limiting or as liberating as we allow it to be. There are two basic types of mindsets that we can adopt. The first is a fixed mindset, where individuals believe that their abilities and talents are static, unchangeable traits. They think they are born with a certain amount of intelligence or talent, and that's it. There's no room for growth or improvement. This mindset can limit potential and discourage effort. The second is a growth mindset. This is where individuals believe that their abilities can be developed and improved through dedication and hard work. They see challenges as opportunities for growth, and they're not afraid of making mistakes because they understand that failure is part of the learning process. This mindset fosters resilience, encourages perseverance, and fuels a love for learning and personal development. Understanding the difference between these two mindsets is the first step towards harnessing the power of mindset to transform our lives. It's about recognizing that our mindset is not a fixed trait, but a choice that we make every single day. Changing your mindset might feel like a huge undertaking, but with the right steps, it can be a transformative journey. So are you ready to embark on this journey? Let's explore the fascinating world of mindset together. First and foremost, you must understand your existing mindset. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and this step is self-reflection. It's like taking a good hard look in the mirror, but instead of seeing your physical reflection, you're peering into the depths of your mind. To identify your current mindset, you need to observe your patterns of thinking. Are you often stuck on the idea that your abilities are fixed, that you're born with a certain set of skills and there's no room for improvement? This could indicate a fixed mindset. On the other hand, if you believe that with effort and practice you can expand your abilities, you're leaning towards a growth mindset. Fixed and growth mindsets are not black and white categories. Instead, they're points on a continuum, and most of us fall somewhere in between. But understanding where your thinking generally lies on this spectrum can be illuminating. So how do you figure out where you stand? Start by listening to your inner dialogue. What do you tell yourself when you face a challenge? If you find yourself thinking, "I can't do this, it's too hard," or "I'm not a natural at this," you might be in the fixed mindset camp. But if you're more likely to think, "This is tough, but I'll get better with practice," or "I'm not there yet, but I will be," you're showing signs of a growth mindset. Remember, nobody's perfect. We all have moments of fixed thinking. It's part of being human. But by becoming aware of these moments, we can start to shift our thinking towards growth. It's also useful to notice how you react to failure. Do you see it as a reflection on your abilities, or do you see it as an opportunity to learn and grow? Your answer to this question can give you great insight into your current mindset. Understanding your current mindset is the first step on the journey to transformation. It's the basis from which you can start to cultivate a growth mindset, to embrace change, and to unlock your full potential. After understanding your current mindset, the next step is to cultivate a desire for change. This is where motivation and desire come into play. Having a clear reason for wanting to shift your mindset is the fuel that will drive you forward on this journey. Think of it like setting off on a long road trip. You wouldn't just jump in the car without a destination in mind, would you? Of course not. You'd have a clear endpoint, a place you're eager to reach. The same principle applies to changing your mindset. Your desire for change is your destination. It's the place you're aiming to get to. So how do you cultivate this desire? The first step is to understand the benefits that a growth mindset can bring. This isn't just about thinking positively or being more optimistic. It's about embracing challenges, persisting in the face of setbacks, seeing effort as the path to mastery, learning from criticism, and finding lessons and inspiration in the success of others. Imagine a world where setbacks are seen not as walls, but as stepping stones leading you to greater heights. A world where you view effort as the key to unlocking your potential, rather than a chore to be endured. It's a world where you're not threatened by the success of others, but inspired by it. This is the world of a growth mindset. It's a world of endless possibilities and unlimited potential. The desire for change can also be fueled by dissatisfaction with your current situation. Maybe you're feeling stuck in a rut, or perhaps you're not achieving the goals you've set for yourself. This dissatisfaction can be a powerful motivator. It can spur you on to seek a different way of thinking, a different way of being. Change is never easy. It requires courage, determination, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. But the rewards are well worth it. A growth mindset can open up a whole new world of possibilities. It can lead to greater resilience, improved problem-solving skills, and increased levels of happiness and satisfaction. So embrace your desire for change, nurture it, feed it, let it guide you on your journey to a growth mindset. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. There will be challenges along the way, but with a strong desire for change, you're ready to start reshaping your mindset. Now it's time to cultivate your growth mindset. A growth mindset is not a destination, but a journey. It's an ongoing process of self-improvement where every challenge is an opportunity to learn and every setback, a stepping stone to success. So how do we start to cultivate this mindset? Let's start with embracing challenges. Challenges are not obstacles that block our path, but opportunities that open new doors. They push us out of our comfort zones, forcing us to adapt and grow. When faced with a challenge, don't shy away. Step into it, grapple with it, and learn from it. Remember, growth happens outside of the comfort zone. Next, persistence in the face of setbacks is key. Setbacks are inevitable. They're a part of life, and they're certainly a part of the journey towards a growth mindset. But do you know what sets successful individuals apart? It's not the absence of setbacks, but the ability to get up, dust off, and keep going. When you stumble, view it not as a failure, but as a learning opportunity. What can you do differently next time? How can you improve? Finally, understand that effort is the path to mastery. Talent alone won't get you far. It's the sweat, the determination, and the hard work that propels you forward. The more effort you put into something, the better you get at it. So don't be afraid to put in the work. Embrace the grind. Celebrate the effort. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Cultivating a growth mindset is like tending a garden. It requires daily care, patience, and time. There will be days when the seeds you've planted seem to bear no fruit. But remember, growth takes time. The key is to keep nurturing, keep watering, keep cultivating. Cultivating a growth mindset is a continuous process, but with patience, it can lead to significant personal growth. Implementing mindset change in daily life is where the rubber meets the road. It's about taking the concept of a growth mindset and making it a living, breathing part of your everyday existence. It's about transforming how you approach the world, not just in big, life-altering decisions, but also in the small, seemingly insignificant moments that make up the bulk of our days. Firstly, consider reframing challenges as opportunities. When faced with a difficult situation, it's easy to see it as a roadblock. But with a growth mindset, you learn to view these challenges as a chance to grow, to learn something new, to stretch your abilities, and to step out of your comfort zone. So, when you find yourself up against a challenge, take a moment to shift your perspective. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can this help me grow? Embracing failure as a learning opportunity is another practical way to implement a growth mindset. Nobody enjoys failing, but it's an integral part of life and growth. When you stumble or fall short, instead of wallowing in self-pity or frustration, try to dissect the situation. What went wrong? What could you have done differently? And most importantly, what can you take away from this experience for the future? Remember, failure isn't a sign of weakness or incapacity. It's merely a stepping stone on the path to success. Lastly, seek constant improvement. With a growth mindset, you understand that you're a work in progress. Every day presents a new opportunity to learn, to grow, to better yourself. So don't rest on your laurels. Strive to become a little better, a little wiser, a little more skilled each day. It doesn't have to be a drastic change. Even the tiniest bit of progress is still progress. By implementing these strategies daily, you can start to see real change in your mindset. Changing your mindset isn't always a smooth journey. There will be obstacles along the way. As we delve into the depths of this transformative process, let's take a moment to acknowledge some common obstacles that often stand in the way of mindset change. Firstly, we grapple with the fear of failure. It's a daunting specter that looms over us, whispering doubts and fears into our ears. We fear we might not succeed. We fear we might fall short. But let's remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. When we stumble, we learn. When we fall, we grow. Embrace failure as a teacher, not an enemy. Resistance to change is another common obstacle. It's human nature to cling to the familiar, the comfortable. But growth and comfort cannot coexist. To change your mindset, you have to step out of your comfort zone, embrace the unfamiliar, the uncomfortable. This might seem daunting at first, but with time you'll find that the unfamiliar becomes familiar, and the uncomfortable becomes comfortable. Negative self-talk is yet another obstacle. We often are our own harshest critics. We tell ourselves we're not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. But here's the thing, these are just thoughts, not facts. We have the power to change our thoughts, to shift our focus from the negative to the positive. Instead of berating ourselves for our shortcomings, let's celebrate our strengths, our achievements, our potential. So how do we overcome these obstacles? By acknowledging them, by understanding them, and most importantly, by challenging them. Challenge your fear of failure. Challenge your resistance to change. Challenge your negative self-talk. Replace fear with courage, resistance with acceptance, negativity with positivity. And remember, change is a process, not an event. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes perseverance. But every step you take, every obstacle you overcome, brings you one step closer to a growth mindset. Overcoming obstacles is part of the journey to a growth mindset. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. So, what have we learned about changing your mindset? We've journeyed together through the labyrinth of our own minds, delving into our current mindset, the way we think, the way we perceive the world around us. We've acknowledged that understanding our current mindset is the first step towards change. It's like standing before a mirror, looking at our reflection, and acknowledging our strengths and weaknesses. It's about taking an honest look at ourselves and saying, yes, this is who I am, but this is not who I have to be forever. We then discovered the importance of embracing the desire for change. Change is a wheel that won't turn unless it's propelled, and that propulsion comes from within us. It's a spark that ignites when we decide we want to be better, to grow, to evolve. We have to want that change, to yearn for it, to make it the beacon that guides us through the dark tunnels of the unknown. We also explored the concept of cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is like a seed that, when planted in fertile soil, sprouts into a tree that stands tall and strong against the winds of adversity. It's about believing in our potential to grow, to learn, to adapt. It's about understanding that intelligence and talent are not fixed attributes, but rather they are malleable, shaped by our efforts and experiences. In our journey, we also touched upon the practical aspect of implementing mindset change in daily life. It's not enough to just want change or to believe in our capacity for growth. We have to put it into action. We have to consciously make choices that align with our new mindset. It could be as simple as reading a book that challenges our perspectives, or as complex as taking on a new project that pushes us out of our comfort zone. And lastly, we addressed the inevitable obstacles that we will encounter on our journey to mindset change. Change is seldom easy. There will be hurdles and setbacks, doubts and fears. But these are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones. They are opportunities to learn, to grow, to prove to ourselves that we are capable of overcoming challenges. To sum up, changing our mindset is about understanding where we are now, cultivating a desire for change, developing a growth mindset, implementing that change in our daily lives, and learning how to overcome the obstacles that come our way. It's about taking control of our thoughts, our beliefs, and ultimately our lives. Changing your mindset is a journey, not a destination. Keep pushing, keep growing, and see the transformation unfold.